What's good, YouTube? And today I'm going to be giving y'all my predictions for Hawaii's 2026 season. Coming into last season, Hawaii fans just wanted to make a bowl game, as in the year prior, they went 5-7. Last season, they had a promising young quarterback in Micah Alejado leading the offense and good head coach Timmy Chang leading the charge. Hawaii started off the season against Stanford at home, and they were down for a good bit of that game. But when Alejado led the charge to set his team up to win the game, you just knew Hawaii was going to be special that year. I remember sitting there watching this game and being totally impressed with how Alejandro worked through his progressions and just how effortlessly the last drive looked for Hawaii's offense. They ended up going 9-4 on the year and was only a couple plays away from playing for a conference title after a 5-7 year. They were one of the more surprising teams in the country, and this season they retained a lot of their starters on the offense, and Timmy Chang is back too at head coach. Now, they did lose a lot of key pieces on the defensive side of the ball, but they made up for that by getting a lot of key pieces for the defense, such as Cody DeCambra and Jeremiah Hughes. They really need this, as the defense last season was one of the main reasons they were losing games. Taking a look at their schedule, they do have to finish their home with Stanford to begin the season, but they have the top three teams in the Mountain West besides them at home, and the non-conference is manageable. Starting off week 0, I think Stanford gets their revenge and pulls off the upset over Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors will then come back home and lose to a revitalized UNLV team before playing an improved New Mexico State team and winning that defensive game before going on a bye. They then play their first conference road game of the season at Wyoming, and they'll win that game in blowout fashion. They then come back home at San Jose, and face San Jose State, and they'll actually lose by 1 before traveling to Tempe and losing yet another game. So far, they're 2-4, and things are looking so good. But here's where I think they'll go on the heater. They start by beating a good New Mexico team. They'll then play at Mountain West Newcomer, Northern Illinois, and win that game with ease before going on their second bye. They'll then play at UTEP, who's another Mountain West newcomer, and I don't think UTEP is going to be that good, so they'll win that game. They then come back home and barely beat the other Mountain West newcomer in North Dakota State in close fashion before playing their final road game at Nevada and winning another defensive battle. The Rainbow Warriors will then wrap up their season at home against the final FBS newcomer in Sacramento State to finish up their season 8-4, and depending on their bowl game, they could get back to 9 wins.